Welcome to the latest project. This is a different one to what I'm used to doing. Yeah, probably not used to seeing. But this is my grandmother's piano. Um, this is special because this was the creative hub of her home. And she sadly passed away last year, and this comes to my possession. And it's really special to have this in the centre of our home so that my kids can learn to play this. It's quite a special memory because Grandma was a piano teacher for a lot of her life, and she's taught many people the fundamentals of piano. She pushed people pretty hard, but she just wanted them to be great, so that's what she did. But unfortunately, it doesn't entirely work correctly. It has problems with the bass Bs that don't work. It's been like this for a couple of years. It was somewhat intermittent, but now it's kind of intermittent. So my next project is to fix it. Now this was first brought out into production in 1985. I'm not entirely sure when she acquired it, but ages ago for sure. So parts for this are very much obsolete. I'm pretty good at scanning the internet for rare parts, as you'll see in another video. But I've been unable to find anything useful for this. I've managed to find wiring diagrams on eBay, downloaded those, sorted through it, but electronics are somewhat of a different field to what I do. So I've had this thing in pieces, taken a look at what might be wrong. So I've done what any good electrician would do, and that's to rip it apart, give it a long, hard stare, and hope the answer jumps out of me. But failing that, we give it a long, hard sniff. You may know that electronics can give away clues of their defective parts by releasing a distinctive aroma. But that's not the case here either. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. So I will do what is next in the chain of options, and that is start throwing parts at it. But there is not parts to put in it until I was scouring the internet a few weeks ago, put in a solid shift on Marketplace, as I like to do, and I found another one of these, exactly the same, for sale. The catch is it's in Auckland, and obviously I'm in Blenheim. That's the opposite end of the country, and getting a piano from the other end of the country is not that straightforward. So I messaged the seller, told them the story of what I've got and what I'm trying to do, said I'd like to purchase it as a donor piano to fix this one, and they agreed. So they've agreed to hold on to it for a few weeks until I can get up there and come and collect it in person, and then package it up and send back to Blenheim. So I've booked flights, and they happen to be tomorrow. So I'm going to go up, see my friend Josh. We're going to go and pick this thing up, package it up, get it picked up, transport it back to Blenheim, so we can start throwing parts out of that into this and have this thing back to its former glory. I'm going up there to collect car parts also, so that'll be another video also. But today we're going to focus on the piano. I went to have a look and just contact the seller again last night just to say, hey, everything all good? I'll see you on Thursday, come pick this thing up. But looking through Marketplace chats, it had disappeared. The icon was still there, but it said no message available. There was no profile or anything, so I was starting to panic and think, oh man, I've been scammed. Searched everywhere, there was just nothing. I tried looking up her name on Facebook. User does not exist, so things were not looking good. But I thought just by chance I'll have another search for it, see if it's listed anywhere else and if I get any more details off it. But sure enough, the listing was up and it said, listing on behalf of a friend, as the account got hacked, we're looking for somebody who contacted us about this to get in contact, blah, 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 blah. So I messaged them, say, congratulations, you found me, and I'm still here and I'm still coming to pick up the piano C on Thursday. So we got that all sorted out, and the trip is going to go forward as per the plan, and I'll show you the next steps. Be going on the flight. And off we go on the great adventure, leaving Woodburn, even though we seem to be going the wrong way. So head up and just have a quick chat to the captain, tell him I'll head in, just remind him which way I'm meant to go. That's better. Look at that beautiful country that we live in. Just like that, we begin our descent into my 11th favourite city in the North Island. Getting ready for a day behind the wheel. We've got many places to go, many people to see. So I'll cruise outside and find Josh. We'll begin our adventure. And it wouldn't be a day with Josh if it wasn't filled with some other side quests, so we head about town to check out some things that he's got in the works for his business. But before long we have it picked up. We didn't film that process because that felt a little bit awkward, so there it is, and we've just got to get it packed up and ready to ship. So we spent the rest of that day picking up car parts and got them back so we can start loading up a pallet, get it ready for the van that's coming to collect it that morning. And there you have it, one steaming hot pile of car parts from the 70s and an old piano from the 80s. When we picked it up, I actually didn't think to plug it in and test it, so I still don't know if it works and still don't know if it's going to solve our problems, but hey, we'll just have to wait and see. One last side quest before we go. Josh doing what he does best, and that's jumping over things. Not bad. What's up? It is now it's now April. It's been a little while since we located this piano, but it has finally arrived. It's quite a bit of debacle around getting it here. As I said, I went to Auckland to get other bits and pieces for the car and sent back alongside the piano. The car parts made it back, but the piano did not. And the driver kept sort of promising it'd be here next week, and then I'd wait for it. I'd be up early in the morning when he said he'd drop it off, and then wait, and it wouldn't turn up. And I'd ring him, and he's like, "Oh no, I didn't bring it this time. It wasn't safe to put it inside." Blah blah blah. A gentleman named Dinesh, but wasn't happy with him. screwdriver. We're going to start figuring out what bits we need to pull out of this thing to put into the new one, but we're just going to, I did plug it in just to make sure. See, this is our one. Still no bees. It's pretty bad. There's this one. This one is definitely not as tidy as that one. It's got quite a bit of cosmetic damage. I can't even remember the condition it was before it got picked up by the courier. It's pretty dinged up now. But when me and Josh picked it up, I didn't actually think to plug it in and test it at the lady's house. Just took her word for it that it worked, so I forgot about that when we left. But we're in too deep anyway. So that works. All the bees work. Now we gotta remember how to get into this thing. Which is good, prove that. So here she is. It's had a bit of a mod. It's got a bit of a knob. This has got a bit of a slot. Slots and knobs, you know. We won't judge. But we got bees that work. See, look at the state of this thing. Cracked. Perished. Rough. See, that's another thing too, is we're going to use that, even though that looks like a piece. Just needs that little screw, you can't even see this on, to hold that one on. This is taking too long. Nobody has time for swinging screwdrivers. Because it probably should be at work anyway. That back down first. So she's coming away. That's that off. So what we've got here is a little control board. We've got the audio in, out, audio out. I believe this looks like a power supply of some sort. 230 in, 230 in, 12 or 24 volt out to this. This is the main board that I think we're after. Everything from the keys comes back on ribbons back to here. There's tiny little micro switches in all underneath each of these keys, but they're all fine. It'd be way too much of a coincidence for just the B's micro switches to go out, especially on the bass, which arguably less commonly used. So I think we're going to yeet this whole board out and chuck it in the other one. I learnt it takes way less screws to get into this than originally thought. I took this thing into heaps of pieces, or I didn't actually need to. So I'm happy that Grandma's piano is actually in good condition. Please. Please. How about now? Oh! Come back to follow me, please. So now we've got all this. 1, 2 dots. That's not even on the cables that are coming out. Do you know what? I think we can wing it. Let's put this thing away. Let's wing it. We can wing it. Let's not wing it. Let's not wing it. Decided against winging it. Goes against everything I stand for. But for the sake of Grandma's piano, I want this to work. Some of these plugs are the same. If they don't go back in the same spot, we could have problems. I'm just going to label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just in order of the way they go around. Obviously in order being anti-clockwise, obviously. Start unplugging. Lovely. That was the sound of screws falling out all over the ground, but they don't seem particularly important to me. I thought about using that board in here just to make these B's stop working, just to prove it. But better off just commit. Just commit. That lines up pretty good. Let's put some screws in. I
do too many ugga-duggers, just so they all line up first. Gonna try not to do any ugga-duggers on these because they're probably reasonably sensitive. Don't want to break them. Maybe 0.5 of a ugga. Definitely no duggers. Just like that, all of those are in. Which is quite exciting. While we're here, we need to take this little ring off. So that we can use headphones. Without terrorizing the rest of the house. Now, it's probably time to plug it in. Lights. Oh no! No! Well, it's not that. Heck. What do we do? We're going to have to replace something else. So next, let's look at, I'm going to take all these. The only thing left would be the ribbon that goes from the keys to the board that we just replaced. Maybe it is the keys. Why is that flayed? Disgusting. So I've borrowed this from Remy's toolbox. Whoa. What's that? Somebody's fingernail. Delicious. So I've got this board with little micro switches that go to each of the keys. So the actual micro switches themselves seem pretty good on the other one, but this board here could well be perished. So we'll pull the other one off and compare. Looking back, it's kind of good that I couldn't get just parts off the internet because I would have got the wrong ones. So we're going to go ribbon first. Would help if that was in the right spot. Not the ribbon. All right. Good to know. So now let's get off. Back down. There you go. All right. So next, I think we're going to pull that board off. Quite a few little screwsies. So there's these two. I was hoping not to do that. Hey Ned, what you doing, man? Called in this little helper guy. Hey, thanks for that. I'm going to use the old acoustic screwdriver to get these started. Alright, that is all those done. Just like that, we are ready to try this again. That one doesn't sound that mint. So obviously alignment's not that great on that one, but all the other ones feel fine. In my professional opinion. Should we try again? Alright, let's power this thing on again. That doesn't work. Oh, we don't got the ribbon plugged in yet. Wombat. Let's try that again. It's gonna be. That one's a bit gummy, but I don't care. Amazing. Get out of the way. Put some screws back in. Alright, and then that means this can close. Just like that. Let's get a seat. This does have a seat. It'll be wrong to take it for its first voyage without looking at there. You know the rest. But there you go. That is one fully functioning piano for the memory of my late grandma, Daphne. Dedicate this to you, and I hope to get many, many years of enjoyment out of this beast now that we've still got a whole other one as spares, as long as the same problem doesn't come along again. So that's it for this one. And I've got some other projects that we're going to show you, so stop back in, watch my next videos please. And yeah, it was cool to get this one done, something different, but something very meaningful.